Hey there.
Hey, hold on.
Okay.
It always takes a second to get things going.
Okay.
I don't know why there we go.
Awesome. Hey.
Hold on, maybe I should put on my headphones. Let me find them. I moved like as of 2 weeks ago, so my room is still a little crazy. Like I have nothing on my walls yet.
It's okay. Congratulations, though. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Hold on. I think I'm still connected on the computer.
What about now?
Oh, it connected to the music. That's funny. I got jazz in my ears.
Hey. What's your favorite jazz tune?
Hold on. Let me turn this off. It's a good song, though. It's jazz. Okay. Can you still see me trying to figure out my life?
Yeah, I can. Can you see me?
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I need Bluetooth. Sure. Okay. Just add this on here, and then I should be good to go.
You see me now?
Is it not on? Did it turn off?
Can you hear it now? Is it good?
I can still hear you. It's just not in my headphones.
Have you checked the Zoom settings?
Oh, hold on. I had to hear it in here. It told me it was ready. Can you hear me now?
Perfect. Can you hear me?
Oh, wait. Okay, now say something?
I think it changed. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
There we go. Okay, that's better. That way, I'm not like extra loud and,
Yeah.
like, what's she doing this? Okay.
It's cool. Welcome to the Playroom, Alicia.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So, I want to know more about you. Like, there's a lot to talk about, but I think I want to start off with you just letting me know, because we met at Clubhouse, and we discussed, and I think this is like the third or fourth episode about Clubhouse, and it's like everything I'm thinking about inside the Clubhouse is making it more realistic. Like, this is happening, so I feel like you had a reason why you wanted to join the Clubhouse, and most importantly, you have something that you're doing as a career, as something that you're pursuing. So I want to know more of that, and then we can tie it into the discussion of today.
Okay. So I joined Clubhouse because I didn't know what it was, one. And then I had a friend who was posting on Instagram this little shot of Clubhouse. And I'm like, what is Clubhouse? So I checked the app to see what it was. And then I was like, okay, cool. This is cool. It's for business-minded like people to connect. I didn't know that it was going to be like more of an audio thing, which actually was nice to know, because you actually can hear the person, make connections. And it's like different chat rooms. So that I found really unique and really cool.
Yeah.
And it's almost like an Instagram audio, I feel like, in a way.
Okay.
Where you're not posting photos of yourself, but you have like the bio of who you are, photos to go with who you are, and then you can tag like your Instagram in it. So it's like an Instagram for voice, I would say.
Okay.
In some ways, maybe that's a better way to put it. But yeah, I originally just joined because business aspect, maybe I can meet new people, and right now with everything that's going on, I think they're putting a lockdown in California, or a stay-at-home order in California, I think effective tomorrow anyway. So
Whoa.
For me, it's great because then I can speak to, a bunch of people, and stay safe here.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
What was the second part to that question?
The
I know
second
it was kind
one,
of like a two-part question.
Yeah, the second one was more of like what this is doing for you and for your career now that you have a way to communicate and open up conversations that you couldn't have before.
I think this gives. I wasn't shy to really speak to people in the first place. Like, I'm just kind of I talk to anyone. I'm not really like, oh, hey, how are you? I'm one of those people. But I think it gives a good outlet for people who aren't very social to be social as far as making connections for business. Because some people who want to make connections, but they don't know how to make the connection, they don't know who to talk to, now have this option to speak to people without kind of really being seen.
Right.
And they can get their creative process out without feeling like they're on the spot. It's more of like, I'm choosing to connect with this person, and now I can open up the dialogue on my terms in a way, so I like that a lot. That for me was cool. And I've made some connections with some people. I think you so far, and another company from the Bay Area here.
Okay.
I think they're called Creative. Let me see. Creative. I don't know. I have it on Clubhouse too because I just followed them. But they're from the Bay, and it's called the Creative Genius.
Okay.
And then it's Cree with an 8 and then is Genius. And they have an Instagram too, but they also are like-minded thinkers, creatives, and they help, you put things together as well. So
yeah,
that's kind of where I wanted to be anyway. So I was like, okay, cool. This actually is working. This platform is working. So
yeah. Shout out to Jin as well. He's somebody I met on the Clubhouse, and I had a podcast episode with him. And another thing that he was talking about too was that it's like when you're on Instagram, there are people that you've probably been following all your life, or all through Instagram life.
I've never spoken to.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. And then you're like, who are these followers?
Right.
I'm one of those people where I choose who I want to follow me. I don't just have an open account. Unless if it's going to be a business account, then that's different. But like my personal Instagram page, I don't know you, maybe. But now that this opportunity of Clubhouse, like, okay, I'm getting to know who this person is. But yeah, you can follow me.
Okay, so does that change how you interact now on Instagram than you used to, or it doesn't really change anything at all?
No, it's the same.
Okay.
I mean, it's like you gotta be careful who's your circle, in some ways. Yeah, Instagram is great. You can reach millions of people, but at the same time, it's like, who do you want that big circle to be? How big of a circle do you want it to be? You know, you can be very productive and get things done. You don't have to have the biggest followers, or, you know, you can make a big impact without it.
Exactly.
You know, so.
That's a great way to put it. Really a great way to put it, because now I'm like, should I start unfollowing people that I've not talked to? Because you kind of feel bad, because like, oh, we're in the same high school, oh, we're in the same workplace, oh, how are they gonna feel when I unfollow? When you think about those questions, like you're about to lose a friend, and you're really not. It's just, hey, you're just one down less. So using that same mentality for Clubhouse will not really work, you know, because now it's like, okay, now I have to follow you to know you if I've never heard from you before. But somebody followed you just because of what you said. You didn't do anything. You just said, you could be lying, you know. But eventually, the more people see you and the more you become in different rooms, they'll be like, oh yeah, I know this person, I know he's saying the truth, I've checked out his Instagram, his website. You know, you can tell there's some social proof. So it's like, this is an app where you're like, if you know what you know and you have a chance to say what you know and you say it right, then you can meet the right people that can help you scale further.
Yeah, definitely. This app is like, if you have a opportunity to change, like, or give back in some way, if you have some knowledge that you feel like is the best game that you have, you know, you can share it, and then someone else will drop some gems. It's kind of like a chain effect, domino.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
More of a socially conscious platform, I want to say. Or it's changing, because I know originally it was more towards like Silicon Valley industry, and now it's more of like different, depending on what the chat room is. It's like a lot of, I've seen some that are Black entrepreneurs, Black millionaires, you know, like radio, music, all the secret things in music, how to make a beat, like.
Yeah.
My headphones just died.
You know, your headphones just made a beat, low key.
Did it?
You're like, drrr. I was like, whoa, okay, that was perfect timing. But it's okay. Can you hear me still?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, perfect. Yeah, you're right. All kinds of things happen in those rooms, and sometimes you look at the captions, you're like, what are people doing at 11 a.m. over here? You know, I saw
or like super late at night, 5 a.m. Like, yeah.
Right. And I don't know if it's because people are lonely, or people are bored, or people are just curious.
Probably both. All three. In one boat. I'm bored. Okay, let's talk. Okay, what is he talking about? You know, like all three. It's almost like a mixer.
Right. That's true. And the crazy part is, imagine if you find someone within your own state. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
like,
amazing.
or in your own bubble.
Exactly. But do you think there's some people who may never speak up, just like Instagram?
People who would never speak up?
Yeah, people who would never start a room, people who would never talk.
Who just listen to everything? I think so. I mean, so far I've done that. I've gone into a bunch of different rooms just to listen, because some of them are actually really interesting. Some of them are hella funny. You know, I mean, I don't know if we can cuss on here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Some people talk like major shit. Like, that's just what their room is.
Yikes.
And that's like, they just capping on each other. It's like a roast session. That would be kind of dope, though. Those ones are just like comedy gems. What you got, you know?
True. Like karaoke nights, people going crazy.
No karaoke nights. No, but just like comedy, like written comedy scripts, you know, how they can help each other out or what's funny, you know, the breaks in between. Because because I know a lot of people are really funny. You know, people tell me I'm funny because I talk and I just can go left and right and just talk. But I don't think anybody would want to listen to me.
Why would you say that? You know how many people want to be listened to?
I mean, I get that. Maybe I'm not as boring as I think. I think I'm pretty boring.
No. I don't think so. I feel like if you start something that you like and you want to push, and you feel like this is something that you can wake up in the morning and still make content for, and I'll be like, oh, I'm burnt out, or I have writer's block. It's something that it's just part of you. I think you can really do an amazing job, because people like to hear stories, especially when those stories are captivating, and I think you tell some really great stories.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't mind. I guess, who knows what is next.
Exactly. Don't limit yourself.
Yeah, and I've done a bunch of brands. Well, not a bunch of brands, but a couple of brands before. Just see how it would work. Like, I was an esthetician, I told you, for 10 years.
Yeah.
And I had a company called Bunny Tail. There's a story behind that name, too.
Please tell me.
So, Bunny Tail. I got the name Bunny Tail because in school, you have to learn pretty much everything about the skin. So you learn about the face, the layers of the skin, what it does, dry, all aspects. So when it came to hair removal, we had a live demo for a Brazilian wax. And I love telling them this story. It's so funny. So we had a live demo for a Brazilian wax. And in my mind, I was like, oh, I have to do this. I don't want to do this. Really? I got to do this? Like, damn. So she's showing us how to do it and everything. And then she gets to the back strip, which, you got to get in between the cheeks. How ladies are all nice. And she goes, okay. And she had this really, really, really light voice. It was so light. Like,
it was a light blaze?
Okay, no, it was like a light, high-pitched voice. Hi, okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to get to the bunny tail. And I was like, bunny tail. Oh, my God. That's like such a good way to describe it.
That's perfect.
And she was like, it's a nice way, to say, instead of saying the butt, you say bunny tail. So we're gently going to get the bunny tail. Like this, that was her hand motions, too. And when I was starting to open the business, I was trying to figure out a better, like, what name can I use? I don't know what name to use. And I was like, bunny tail. That makes so much sense, because I was doing full body waxing, and I was doing Brazilians for a living. So that made total sense.
That came to you.
Yeah, and so now I'm trying to figure out what to do with the name, because I'm not practicing the name anymore. So I've been writing down ideas on how I can use bunny tail, because I feel like there's more than one way to use bunny tail. But the story behind it is always classic.
I think people should first listen to that story, and then when they catch on to it, whatever you do after it, I think is gonna have a snowball effect. That's what I feel like, because you know about it, you have practiced, you know how to deal with that, and everybody doesn't know about skin, just like so. Sure. So if you can even go into podcasting and talk about skin, give the little stories, you don't have to be there, then maybe you could end up having your own Clubhouse room, doing your own podcast in between. You start meeting people that are talking about things that you're looking for, and then it just opens up Pandora's box, and you're like, oh, I didn't think this would be this quick. So
right. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm even looking at different avenues, maybe outside of skincare. Like, how can I use this name that's not related to that even though I love skincare, don't get me wrong, I know a lot. Like, I can look at people and diagnose their skin, but you know,
can you diagnose my skin right now?
No, I can't really tell over.
I mean, just by
unless you're like this in the screen, then it's different. But I gotta like see you know, yeah.
Okay.
And I haven't seen people for a while, so
right.
Happening.
Wow.
But yeah.
Where was the last time you went out?
Definitely. Huh?
You just mentioned seeing people. So when was the last time you went out? Like the way you'd say you would have gone out last year, you did this year.
I mean, the last thing that I did when I saw someone, well, it wasn't that long ago. We did a small.
How small?
It was just 3 of us. It was just my mom, my aunt, and myself.
Okay.
It was Thanksgiving. Before that, I mean, I've seen like my niece, my sister, you know, but that's about it. And I know they've all been home, so. But that's about it. And it's always like in the backyard, or if we are in the house, it's like we're like super far from each other, which is funny because it's like, I know you haven't been anywhere, so why are we being so paranoid? But
damn.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is right now. I know. So it's been family members mostly. Friends, I've had a few like Zoom little chats where we sit and chat. And
for real?
kind of hang out.
That's dope. Same, that's weird, but fun. Okay. So it's like, I mean,
you know, we each have our drink. We each make like a different drink. So, my homegirl will make like mimosas. That's her thing. She likes her mimosas. I have another friend who likes like more hard liquor, you know, so she'll mix like a vodka and something and blend it. For me, I'm a wine person, so I'll have my wine, you know, or we'll pick what we drink, like tonight's wine.
Okay.
You know.
Nice.
Yeah.
That can really get heated when it comes.
It gets funny. It gets really funny, actually. Like, we're like, "Ooh, I went through a bottle already." Like, slow down.
Right.
But it gets fun. It can be fun, yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. Can you hear me now? Oh, it finally like just zapped on you. Oh no.
Yeah. Oh well.
It's okay.
Headphones off.
It's all good.
I have another set of headphones, but I don't know where they are right now.
How many do you like headphones? Like, is that your thing? Because people love watches, headphones, you know, gadgets. Mm-mm. Okay.
No, I'm just talking for this.
Okay.
But no, my thing, I don't know if I have a thing. I probably have a thing and I don't realize I have a thing.
You see? You know, some people have a thing for shoes, people have a thing for shopping, people have a thing for just candles. You know, it could be anything.
Candles. I do like candles. I think that's a woman thing though. I probably have a thing for hair products.
You see?
That's like a necessity.
Okay.
Still on hair. Gotta take care of it. So probably hair products. I don't know. Oh, that's a good one. I'm gonna have to think about that.
Yeah.
What do I buy a lot of? What do I get a lot of?
Think about your Amazon wish list or your... Okay. Right.
What's on your Amazon wish list?
There you go.
What's on your Amazon wish list? What do you have on yours?
Mine is more gadgets. It's like, I just like things that are more of electronics. If I'm able to get it. Like I got this photo studio that I use now with a green screen, black screen, white screen. It took me a year to get it because I really thought deep about it. I was like, do I really need this thing? But I was like,
I think about stuff. I'm very minimal and frugal. So I think like 1,000 times over before I spend anything. Like just getting a new phone. This is my old one, obviously. This is the 7, but
okay.
It took me forever to finally go, okay, I think I need to get a new phone. And I finally purchased one last night. But
wow.
that just ends my list. It's pretty random.
Okay.
I got like a nail kit on here. I got a face mask holder.
What?
Right. I have an air purifier.
Oh my goodness.
I have some photo frames. Well, that's for in here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have some art tools.
Art tools
for drawing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty random.
That's a really big
extreme. It kind of goes with me though. I'm kind of all over the place.
Those are pretty good extremes.
Yeah, they're definitely one.
They're all
scattered.
Wow. Okay. I have some books. I have this Colgate Optic White Overnight Teeth Whitening Pen I've been seeing a lot.
I've been looking at the Oral-B IO toothbrush, electric toothbrush.
I love the electric ones, the ones that have the vibrations and all. I don't know.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that.
Yeah, it pretty does some magic to your.
It doesn't like get all over your mirror though.
It's not gonna splash. What?
Well, no, because okay.
Unless you put a lot.
There's ones that kind of like project.
Wow, I've not seen that one yet.
So then you must have bought a good one right away.
Right.
Maybe it's just a cheap one. I don't know. But I've seen it. And
so it's like zzz, that's the right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Like that.
No, I think the Oral-B would be good. That's a good one. The Colgate Optic White is good. Yeah.
Oral health. That's important.
Oral health. What? That's something that people don't. That's a very good topic because people don't think about oral health, especially. Sorry to say it, guys. It's like.
Yeah, why is that?
I don't understand it. For me, I'm like.
And the bathroom counter. What is it with y'all on the bathroom counter? It's so gross.
What do you mean it's so gross?
That would drive me crazy. That would drive me crazy.
You're a clean freak, right?
No, it's just like, okay, so men get kind of, yeah, but men, like, they cut their hair, and they cut their hair at the sink, or they trim their beard, and then there's all the little scattered pieces of hair on the sink.
It's just like when you guys wash your hair.
They put the little things on they put the, like little magnets, hooks, and they put it on the mirror, okay, right? And it's a cape. It's like a bib. It's like a really long bib. They attach it here and it connects to the mirror so that you catch your hair fall. But it's never used. It's always hair on the sink.
It's probably art. Yeah, you could put it on eBay if you don't really want it in the house. You know, it's the same thing when you guys have your makeup over there. And then your hair, you're washing your hair and it's just one long thread. That's how guys get caught. That's like little things like those. You know what I'm saying?
That's how guys get caught. So they're not removing the evidence.
Right. So it's those little things that, they pick up along the way. So I think people can stand those things just depending on how high your tolerance is, really.
Yeah, I mean,
you have a high tolerance or not?
Huh?
You have a high tolerance or not? I mean, just in general, because it sounds like those things in the sink would throw you off. So I'm sure anything else can like knock you out the park.
It's kind of like you say it once and you expect them to kind of like get it.
But you don't expect that.
And then you say it. Huh?
Let me say it like this. You can't expect that because not everyone is fast.
True. I mean, I'm like a, what's the word for it? I have patience. I'll say that. I have patience.
Okay.
I'll let you do something and then I'll make note of it and then I'll let you do it again, see if you finally get it. If you don't get it, then okay. I'll say it one more time or I'll like clean it up to show that there was hair everywhere, but don't expect me to always clean it up.
That's reverse psychology right there, because now you're going to make it look like, oh, if she cleans this up again, she's probably going to get mad. Yeah, guys don't see that, but it's oral health at the end of the day. But maybe you could give some guys some tips on oral health, maybe what you expect to be seeing out there.
I can give tips on like skin, like beard health.
Go ahead.
Like how to maintain this area. Not even the whole face, just
take half off.
As far as making sure, like, especially for Black men, ingrowns, I know that a lot of men get ingrowns, and then I forgot the name for it, and I should know it. I should know the term, but it will create a bacteria underneath the skin, and then it creates a bunch of ingrowns. So it's like one happens, and then it's all along the jaw or on your neck. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's black and it's dark.
Yeah.
And yeah. And that's typically from shaving, and I don't think maybe men are educated. I think more men know now, but they're not educated on how to cut the hair properly. Instead of taking an actual like razor, like like you're shaving your legs type of razor,
right.
Like a straight razor, and steam your neck. Steam the skin. Make sure your skin is hydrated. That's what barbershops are for, and unfortunately, a lot of them are closed. But just making sure that you're allowing your follicles to grow through. Maybe you need to let them grow out a little bit more before shaving the second time so that they don't grow back into the skin. Because what happens is when they're short, it stops and then it grows back into the skin. And then it creates the bumps. And then if you mess with it and you itch it, then it creates bacteria. And then that's how that spreads. So
yeah,
almost just like a detox or an exfoliation for your face. Make sure that you're using oils on your beard. Shampoo it like you're shampooing your head. Basic. What are your grooming habits for your beard?
Yeah, for me.
Did you have a beard beforehand, or is this quarantine beard?
No, I've always had a beard. Had a beard. Yeah. Yeah. So for me, it's always been just washing it. Taking care of it, grooming it, especially. With quarantine, you can't be going to a barbershop every now and then. So for me,
right,
I'm just able to just wash it. And now I have some amazing CW hair care beard elixir oil. And it's such a nice bottle package. And I use that now.
That's important.
Exactly. The packaging means a lot, because if you're just going to be pouring it like, some antiseptic, it's just not going to work. So it's a nice pack. It's like a titration, actually. You have to pinch it so it can come out, and then you let it go. And tangerine oil, really good
like
stuff.
A hair oil.
Right.
Yeah.
And I see that it feels better, because when you smell better, you look better, you feel better. Your hair is growing, it's richer. Of course, wash your hair. Don't just leave your beard hanging. You have to think about the stuff that is going into it. You know, let it air out sometimes. Comb it, you know. Combing it sometimes also helps because you're able to just take out all that, you know, chunk.
Is it like a light oil? Because I know you don't want to use anything heavy.
Yeah, it's not too heavy. It's like the perfect amount. It's like, I wish I could get it, but it's very, very...
Is it like jojoba oil? Jojoba oil is like... Do you know what jojoba oil is?
No, I'm gonna Google that. Oh, is it the JO jojoba oil? Oh, wait.
Yes, JO. That's how you pronounce it. Jojoba.
You know what? Yeah, you guys can get me for that one, but I don't think it's. No, it's not. It's not too light like this. It's a.
Okay.
It's a.
Because that's the one that actually is closest to your natural sebum in your skin, so your skin will recognize the oil.
Okay, I'm gonna actually go to their website right now and get the product so that I actually make sure you guys know what is going down. There we go. So, okay, so the ingredients are tangerine oil, coconut oil, olive oil, lavender oil, bergamot oil, and
bergamot. That's what makes it smell good too.
Right. So those are the ingredients for this, and I knew it wasn't jojoba because I have not seen that. And I used to use the Jamaican one they have at the beauty supplies. Yeah, but I was like, I don't know.
It's too heavy.
It's too heavy. It's like thick, and then at the same time, you don't know how much to pour. So when you put it, it's just like gooey. So I'm like, nah.
Yeah. The castor oil, I think, is better for like sealing the follicles. So like on top. But even then, you have to like, all you need is like the tiniest drop, and it's enough for everywhere. You know.
Exactly.
Castor oil will last a long time. But yeah, that's what I've done for like my hair on my head is castor oil on top to like lock everything in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a process being a girl.
Oh, I know.
It's a process. There's so much that goes into just getting this. Like,
how long did it take you?
Oh, I gotta do that too. I don't know what that's gonna look like.
Yeah, I feel like it's like when you get your hair the first time and you do it, it's like it's more of like I want to be one with the style because you don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know. It's some weird thing. It's like I don't know. It is what it is.
I don't know. I never know what's gonna. I never know. That's the thing with curls. You just kind of gotta be able to roll with it. Okay, it's doing this today. All right, tomorrow. No. And then when it just doesn't work, you just slip back in a bun.
Wow.
Being a woman.
It's okay. You gotta love it. We respect y'all, you know. Respect the women out here, you know. Big up to you guys. You guys are changing the world, you know. Things are shifting now.
Yeah, definitely. Women rule the world.
Okay, don't get
That's
too
why
excited.
we're always 2 steps ahead.
Don't get too excited now.
Oh boy, I don't know what I would do if I were a man. Honestly, think about that. Like if I were a guy, my showers would be 15 minutes.
Wow. So what are you trying to say?
No, actually, I find that men actually take longer to get ready than women.
If you count if you count the clothes, the makeup, the hair, the shower, the nails, what else? The bags. If you think about the time it takes to get ready, of course you're gonna plan before, but with guys, maybe if I want to lean more to that side, it's maybe because they don't know what they're gonna wear. Sometimes but it could just be maybe I just want to chill till it's time to go.
Not the men that I've met. Maybe the men that I've dated are just.
What are you trying to say about the guys you've dated?
I'm not going into that. I'm just saying.
Nah, you brought it. You brought it into the playroom. So let's deal with it in the playroom.
No, from my experience, I've noticed that men take like 2-hour showers.
Negative.
Like it feels like it's like a 2-hour thing. Not maybe 2-hour showers, but it's like definitely 2 hours to get ready.
What kind of men are you dating, Alicia?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Like I can be ready in 30 minutes.
Wow, that's a lot of time.
Yeah. No, it's not. That's actually quick.
2 hours?
I've been ready in 10.
Oh, 10 is like a passport shower. That's what I call it.
I like that. It's a passport shower. I'm gonna do a passport shower. I'll be right back.
Exactly.
Or a layover.
Right.
Quick layover.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, 30 minutes is not that long.
Yeah, 30 minutes is pretty. Yeah, if you have an event at 10 o'clock and you get ready by 8:30, you're done by 9. 9:30, you're almost heading out.
Yeah. I mean, say like you have to be somewhere by, I always say 11 because that's when things actually happen.
Yeah.
Say like it's 11 p.m., right? And you need to be there. So get ready like 9:45-ish, maybe. Prep.
What's prep?
Like, okay, plan it out. Okay, this is what I'm gonna wear. Okay, shower. You have to think of the makeup that's gonna match with the outfit. If you want to do like neutral, like you go through the whole steps. Like first you call your girls, right?
Okay.
Call your girls. You have the conversation. Girl, yeah, girl. Okay, well, so we're going out. Okay, what time are we meeting? Boo, boo, boo. All that stuff, right? Then you talk about what you're gonna wear. Okay, is it casual? Like you have to figure out: is it casual? Is it casual dressy? Is it dressy? What's the vibe?
You're just making it more complicated.
Am I wearing heels? Am I wearing flats? Am I wearing open toe shoes?
God.
Gotta figure out what the vibe is first. So then you figure out what the vibe is for whatever you're going to. You wear what you plan accordingly.
Okay.
And you figure out the outfit. Then from the outfit, then you gotta figure out your hair, get the hair right. But I think that you already have like your nails done and your toes are already done because you've already known that this is what's gonna happen.
Right.
Although nails and toes are important to me, but you gotta get everything else.
So
right
if
first.
your nails and toes are not together, you don't really like. It's fine.
I mean, I feel like my toes need to be together more than my nails. Like I can just right now this one broke, but I can just grow out my nails and paint my nails. Clean them up. I'm not like super attached to like acrylic nails or that type of vibe. I mean, I like the style, but the cost and just breaking one.
Breaking one means that you're active.
I'm a hands-on kind of girl. I will build stuff. I'm not afraid, having nails and then trying to like do the buttons and
it's a lot of work.
No, it doesn't work. It never works. It's not practical. That's the thing. It's not practical. I can't. There were times I remember having nails and having to ask someone, "Can you do this little small thing for me? My fingers."
Right.
I can't do it. The nails are in the way.
And you don't want to prick it.
Yeah, and then you don't want to break it, and then if it leans back a little bit, it's going to pull the nail.
And then just falls right off, and then everybody's sad.
Yeah, so toes are important. Toes need to be cute. Because, I mean, if you're wearing open-toed shoes, then you gotta have the toes painted, and, you know, that's gotta be all nice and smooth. But other than that, I mean, nails, you can make your nails look good. You can put press-ons for anything, like, it's not a big deal.
Okay. That makes sense. Do guys usually have a problem with you taking time to get ready?
Because I don't take that long.
I mean, 30 minutes could be long for a guy, 2 hours could be long for a guy, and 10 minutes could be like, did you just shower or did you just vanish? You know, like, people think in different things. So now it's like, how do you really put that out there? There's no optimum time, of course. It's just when you're ready, but you don't want to be too long.
Yeah, you're ready. I mean, there's like people who get ready and they're on CP time, right?
Okay.
Who, or just not even CP time, just people who are just late. We'll just put it that way. I know a ton of people who say, okay, be there at 11, and that really means 12. Because they don't know how to get ready on time. Or there's the people who are timely, like me, get there on time, and get ready. But, you know, I think it's a style, or it's how you get ready. Because some people just, like, I don't want to say lollygag, but putz around the house and, like, try to figure out what they want to do. Okay, I'm going to do this. You know, they turn on the music and they're just in their room chilling for a heck of long.
Yeah, I know.
Because you want to set the vibe. Some people set the vibe and they're sipping while they're getting ready.
Right, the mirror action.
So it depends on your action. Me, I'm like, okay, I got to get ready. Got to do this. You know, so I'm like, let's go. And then I'm ready, and then I have to wait. I hate that. That drives me crazy. Well, I'm all ready, and I'm sitting around, and I'm looking cute. I'm like, all right, so I'm sitting here and looking cute. That's what type of night it's going to be.
Oh, man.
But I think it depends on your process beforehand.
I like that. Okay. It depends on your process. Some people just take too long.
It depends on your process.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with, you know, setting your vibe and getting it ready, but just do it 2 hours earlier.
That's like 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. pregame.
Do it at 8.
Right.
Get it ready at 8. Have your whole hour at 8. Feel yourself. Feel good about yourself. And then be ready on time. And go. Like...
Oh, man. So do you feel bad? Let's say
you always got to tell those people, okay, we're going to meet at 12.
Right.
So that they're there at, like, they're ready by 11. Or ready before 11.
That makes sense.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
We weren't going till 12.
What were you doing before then?
Nah.
Okay. I like that, because most people just, you know, do it because they're just lazy, like I said. And it's not that you're really lazy. It's just that you want to chill. There's nothing wrong in chilling. But if you're chilling at the expense of your time being wasted because you're supposed to do something, then time's going to catch up with you, and you're just going to be trailing. At that point, you're depressed. You don't even want to do the work anymore. So... yeah, we fall short of it. You know, you have things due at 11:59, but you do them at 10 o'clock. You know, it'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah, it'd be like that. I don't know. I have yet to see someone get ready in 10 minutes.
Yeah, that might be a passport win, you know. We'll see how that goes.
Should be a challenge.
A big one, yeah.
And it is a challenge. I've seen it before, but it's more like of a makeup thing. But I've never seen, like, get ready in 10 minutes.
I think it's possible if you really think about the amount of time you're spending, because what are you actually doing if you're not spending time trying to get out?
Well, let's go down the list. You wash your face, brush your teeth. Not a lot of people wash their face, but you wash your face, you brush your teeth, you put on your deodorant. Like, I'm thinking of all the things in the bathroom.
Right.
Those are all the things that should happen in the bathroom, but they don't always happen in the bathroom.
Right.
You know, maybe spray on your cologne in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
But I always like to do that last, right before I leave, because then everything smells good as you're going out the door.
Is there a difference?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe my philosophy that's the way I like to do it. Because then I also don't have the whole house smelling like me. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but maybe not everybody wants to smell the same smell that I smell.
Okay. True.
So I do it right as I leave, but also then it's fresh right as I leave. So then by the time I get there, it's kind of sitting a little bit, and then it's just right.
Okay.
You don't want to waste those extra minutes at home smelling wonderful, and then it's not there by the time you get there.
Wow. It's like an expiry date. Yeah. Okay. I see that. That makes more sense. And when you're meeting up with people too, the whole point of being on time, you know, it helps, because imagine if you're not on time and somebody doesn't actually like that, you've already spoiled a whole relationship because you were late. It could be a date. It could be a business meeting.
That's one of my biggest pet peeves. Do not make me wait. Especially like going somewhere. Because I feel like I'm getting ready for the other person. Okay, we're meeting at this. Okay, we're doing this. Like, don't waste my time. Let's not waste each other's time. You know, let's be respectful of the time.
Exactly. True. Okay. This has been a very, very great spin-off, because I feel like we went from toothbrushes to Amazon to hair to dates. Yeah, that's what it's all about, you know, catch up. And it's not always, oh, you got to do this for Instagram, or you got to do this for TikTok. Yeah, those things are fun,
yeah.
But what's life without having, you know?
Let's keep the creativity. Let's keep the entrepreneur minds going. Okay, here's a question. If you could create something or a brand off of one of the many topics that we talked about today, what would it be?
A brand from the topics we discussed. That's a hard question.
Or something that you would create. Maybe not a brand, but something that you would create, maybe eventually into a brand.
Okay. I believe I would definitely want to create a community app that is not for everybody. I see how your reaction was like, okay.
Explain.
In the sense that, like, it's more like, and I haven't thought about this, I haven't written it down, it's just coming off right now, and I'm just thinking, why not have, because everybody joins an app. Look at Clubhouse. You don't have to be, like, you have to be invited to get in. So what if you have a community where it's like, this is the zone for all this type of people, but when you come in here, you know that you're leaving with something and not expecting, oh, who's going to follow me? It's like you're going into a pond. You're going into an ocean full of the same people, and it's just networking. So it's like a TEDx for kind of app. So it's like we are all connecting, and then whatever we're doing for each other is within that app. And if we're extending it, we're talking outside the app. We're not talking in the app. It's like, this is us, this is our community, this is our dashboard. This, we put our 2 cents, we leave comments. But then if you want to connect, you check their profile, you give them a call, you send them an email, but this is within the circle. So whatever businesses we're doing out, we comment them inside and say, hey, it was nice catching up with ABC. And then they'll be like, oh, you did that for this person? So it's going to be like, oh, what's happening in here? So you're building businesses within a business community. It's like Sims.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, here's a thought to that. I'm going to try to add on to that. Would it be for, it wouldn't be for everyone. Would it be just for like the Black community? Would it be for just, like what category would it be just for?
I would say, I want to be very specific because I also don't want to be like, oh, it's for the Black community, and then we kick out a lot of people who could have probably helped.
Everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a thing that, it works, but at the same time, we're a business, we're a people, you know, we need each other. So I would do it in a more specified way. But what did you want to say before I even get to the final point of that?
Sorry. I know there's already like, you know, Black Wall Street, right? That they're trying to rebuild and rebrand. But what if it was like an app for Black Wall Street? Of like kind of what you're saying.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even really have to say a lot.
Exactly. I see what you're talking about. It's very like specific. And I feel like if I want to be intentional with it, I would do it for people who are probably in their senior year, going into like the market space, trying to fit in.
Okay.
So it's like you're entering a pool.
Yeah, so it would be kind of educational.
It would be educational.
Entry level.
Right. It's entry level. You're not really working. You have an internship, but you're really talking to people who have done what you've done. They've graduated. They've had a good time. Now they're making their own businesses, and you're trying to be like them. You're not trying to be like the top 100, but you can get there. But the people who just left school a year after you and are doing better than you because you just got out of school, those are the people that you need to talk to first. And that's where maybe...
Right, so that you can be part of what they're doing so that it takes off. Yeah.
Then you find your way out.
Okay.
I would do that.
That's pretty good. That would be really cool. There is a... I don't know if it's a website, but at one point I wanted to make my own app too. And it's called, let me find it. It's called A.G.E. I think it's called Auto. Shoot, I had it on here and I saw it on here the other day. I'll send it to you once I find it. But you can create your own app, and it's free. I guess it gives you like basic templates of how to create the app, and then from there you go, you know, you can develop it more.
Oh wow.
But I thought it was interesting. I'm just not a very I wouldn't say I'm super tech savvy. I know some things. I'll find it and I'll send it to you.
Okay.
But yeah, you can develop the app and then you go from there, and then you have a little app and you can put it on like Apple, the Apps app, or Android. I think they start you on Android because it's just easier to make. You have more access to it.
Okay.
But yeah, that would be actually really cool. That would be really cool.
Yeah.
I would like that.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You heard it first on the We Don't Play radio station. So, you know, let's manifest that. It's possible.
Reach out. Make him make this.
Exactly. Tweet about this. You know what I'm saying? Make it happen, because you never know. This might just be the app that's going to take you out from being out of class to being in the studio with someone. You know, you never know who you might meet. Like, okay, let's just see what you got. You got skills, because everyone's like, oh, we got kids, we have talent, but are you really putting these talents out there to manifest, or are you just using them around like a circus? So,
right.
It's that realization.
Utilize the skill.
Exactly.
Utilize the skills. That would be great. Yeah. I think it's more important to have a skill too, a skill set versus, I mean, knowledge is everything, don't get me wrong. But utilizing the skills that you have to create something that's bigger.
Yeah.
Because you never know, you know? I mean, right now, I know not a lot of people are more creative versus like, you know, going to school and doing the whole college thing, because we're kind of in a pandemic and can't really go to physical school. So people are picking up more skill sets and trades, and I think that comes in handy more than anything, honestly, because I didn't go to college. I did like a JC, you know, but I ended up going to school for skin, and that was one of my trades, and learning other small trades along the way.
Nice.
And I think that's kind of how learning should be. I think, you know, learning or the education system should be more about a trade and the things that you're interested in. And I know that's kind of how college is set up, but they make it so difficult for anyone
for no reason
really find the field that you want to do, because maybe it might not be, you know, this huge part of, I don't know, let's say an engineer, you know, someone who wants to maybe build something that's smaller, that's not so large that you have to learn all of the things of engineering. Maybe it's just this segue that takes you this way that you can.
Right. I think it plays a big role in society, because if you think about how we used to do things before, work, labor, you know, processing a lot of volumes, it was passed down to educational systems where you have to do a lot to get a grade. You have to really, really put in that time and effort. But if you think about it now, that system hasn't changed. But what is changing is technology. We are having faster results. We're having quicker, you know, people finishing school in 3 years. You know, we have things now. So it's like, what is the system doing that hasn't changed that should catch up to, so that we don't waste people's time when they're in class? You know, it's a thing. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. I think there needs to be more trade schools, period. I think if you're into technology, you need to go to a technology school that's technical, and you can dissect computers, or, you know, you can be the tech guy, or, you know, maybe if you want to go into more electrical engineering, go to a school that teaches you that.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe there's a way that you can get a master's in that, you know, versus I don't know, versus how they have it set up. Or what's another good one? Another really good skill. Mechanic.
Okay.
It's the same mechanic. You know, I mean, we need them. We definitely need them, and we're going to need them for future cars that are going to be more electric based, you know, on the electric side of things.
Right.
I know there's a lot of hydrogen cars that are starting to come out too now.
Would you get one?
So, I don't know if I would get one. I don't know yet. I think it's really cool. Like, really cool.
Like,
oh, that's
thinking,
real cool.
Thinking about not getting gas.
I just want to know how far they go, how long it lasts, you know. Gotta weigh all the factors out. Because gas, I mean, even though it's bad, right?
Right.
Great, it gets you so far. And if there's an emergency, you know, you don't have to worry about a battery, or, you know, it's shutting off. Oh, I only have this amount of battery. I can only drive X amount of miles.
Wow.
And I think that's what hybrid cars are good for. Mm-hmm. Because, like, I had a hybrid car. And I drove from the Bay Area all the way down to San Diego on 1 tank of gas.
No way. That does not happen.
Full tank of gas all the way down there. And then when I got there, filled it up, one tank of gas on the way back. So I think it's really cool. I think you just have to know how far a hydrogen car can go. So look, if that can take you far and you have that like electric side of the car and hydrogen somehow work together, where the water fuels the
the mechanics.
Then I think the mechanic, the engineering of it all, then I think it would be beneficial, but
okay.
I don't know how I feel about that yet, but I'm sure that there is someone trying to figure that out in this world. So there should be a trade school for that.
I believe so too. Finance is also a number one thing. When you're able to handle your finances when you're 13 years old, it makes more sense than just giving your child $1 and tell him to, go buy candy. So it's like, we got to change that.
It starts when you're young. Yeah, I'm a firm believer in showing my kids on how the light bill works, or how much it will be to save up for like a bike or something, or something that they want. Have them start balancing, like not a real checkbook, but like a sheet book. Start writing down how much you're spending, what you're gonna say. That's important. And then eventually, when they hit teens, start telling them a little bit about how stocks or certain bonds work, IRAs work, savings, so that when they're older, they're not stuck. Because of what happens is, from a lot of my friends that I know, I was lucky enough that when I was a teenager and young adult, I guess I still kind of count as it. No, I don't. Young adult. No, I don't. My mom was always telling me about, saving and what you should do with your money and how to manage your money. And I think it starts, like you said, when you're little. Just show them what the value of $1 is. 4 quarters into $1. Okay, now if you want more dollars, how many more, just
exactly.
Small things, and make it fun. Like, there's ways to make it fun.
Monopoly.
Make them draw a scale.
Exactly. Play Monopoly. Give them something to, think about. Like, should I spend this? Like, give them that real life situation, or The Sims, something. Because when you start critically thinking about your investments, that's when you make better decisions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, especially when they're little. Do you want the ice cream? Or do you want the peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Exactly.
What's going to be the better choice? For the ice cream, we have to buy these ingredients. For the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, we have to buy these ingredients. Which one's going to be more cost effective? I know one's going to be a little bit more yummy, but which one's going to be more cost effective? I say the peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Right. You see? Exactly. So it just takes time, and then eventually it builds, and then they learn themselves, and everybody's happy because now you don't have to worry about something you didn't teach them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Yep, that comes back to the education system.
Exactly. It's how much...
They're not teaching things that we need. I mean, yes, we need the history. Yes, we need science. Yes, we need, our basic math. We need, unless you're, really going to be, into calculus and all of that, then that's needed. Like, if you're going to be a mad scientist or work for NASA, then that's needed.
Right.
But if you're just... I need basic math for my everyday needs. That's what you need. It should be based on needs, not
have tos.
A whole bunch of stuff that we don't need.
Right. Okay. I just hope somebody, wakes up and changes it up. I mean, eventually I feel like it will.
it will take time. The school system's so embedded in us for so long that it's definitely hard to change a curriculum that's already been there. And the way of teaching. I think if school started later for kids would be happier.
Ooh.
Personally.
So you don't want to take your kids to school when they're like 2 years old, 3 years old? You rather take them when they're 5?
I think 2 and 3. You can teach them at home. You can teach them their basic the things that ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, paint your colors and take a nap.
Okay.
Eat your snack. Right? That's what it is. So I think that can be taught at home. I mean, if you're blessed to be able to do that at home. But as far as waking up at like 8 a.m. or 7 a.m., kids, they have their time clocks naturally. Babies, it depends. It depends on the kid. Some kids wake up super early, but some kids also wake up later. And I think if they were to start school later, they would focus better.
Because they're done with all the play for the day, and they're now focused on, I see. That makes sense. Because with schools, it's more about the community and not just the individual. So if you go to a good school, you get good grades, you have a good friends. If you go to a bad school, you have bad friends, you have bad communities, you get bad traits, and then you start talking bad to your parents, and then it's just like, just a whirlwind. So I think it's really based on decision education, what you think is good for them, because they can't make that decision until you do for them, based on what you observe. So information is power. Let me just cap it at that.
Information is power. Yes, I do. Yes. I think if it was more, I don't want to say more individualized.
Okay.
But I think that it should be divided up in ways of learning. So there's different ways of learning. We all know that. Some people are more visual and verbal. Some people are more tactile, where they have to be more hands-on. Some people are all three things. And I feel like there should be schools that's how it's based upon. Some people are all just auditorial, like they have to record everything in order to get it. But yeah, I think that there should be schools based on learning styles so that people can really take in the information. Because then there's people that are, that they struggle at one school because that's not how they process things. So I think that's really important too, is like knowing your children's learning style and knowing what the school has to offer. So if the school is more of a hands-on school and they need more hands-on items, then that's the type of learning that they should do. Because then when they go out in the world, that's how they're going to function anyway.
Right.
Because there's certain habits that you just carry through life into adulthood. So, I feel like that way, the people will be more likely to be successful.
Yeah. That's a perfect way to cap it. I'll call this episode School of Thought, because we've gone deep dive, we've gone on a deep dive, and now people are like, what are we supposed to do with all this information?
What are we talking about now? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's a good title. And this, I think, should be a continuation on that title.
I think there should be. Yeah, I believe so too. Well, it depends on when you're free, so
weekends This was good for me. This worked out. I feel like this worked out well.
Okay.
It's funny. Clubhouse is sending me hella notifications. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I see that. Me too. Oh, yeah, I got that one too. The welcome, Kenisha.
Yeah. I don't know if I know her. Do I know her? If I know her?
I don't know. I feel like this welcome, Clubhouse
Kenisha.
is...
Who is Kenisha?
I don't know Kenisha firstly. I don't know who this is. Yeah, it's Clubhouse for you. Emoji.
Like the emoji. You got it. Emoji. I don't know.
Wow.
I know.
Definitely. But you see, yeah, this is what the Playroom's about. You know, we take it seriously. Sometimes we go a little ratchet. Sometimes we chill, you know.
Yeah, so far I feel like we've covered a lot of bases. We've gone from skin to hairstyles to getting ready. All types of topics. See, I'm telling you, I'm like all over the place. Sometimes you just need to steer me into one direction.
No, but it's good. People can be able to tap into this thing and then, you know, take it for themselves. I feel like podcasts should not be like your manual to success. It should be more like your thought process. Like we're thinking for you. And then you go and say, okay, maybe that's what they meant. And then you go do what you're supposed to do.
Instead of one topic for the whole podcast.
Right. Sometimes it can get boring. Like, okay, we've learned about point A, B, C, D. Okay, what else is missing? You know.
What else? We can't go D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P now? How far down the alphabet are we going to go?
Exactly. Back to A again after Z. Yeah, but I really appreciate that.
That would be an interesting podcast series. The whole alphabet. Topics
from
the alphabet.
Topics from the... Yeah, that's a good one. Talk about A, everything A. You see, yeah. School of thought. Okay, let's do that. If that's the case, let's try that. You know, maybe the next one we should do is on A. So... if this is School of Thought, then we're literally going to take it from A to Z.
The next one on A. What should the topic be for A?
So find 5 topics about A on anything, A. And then I'll also find topics on A, about 5 of them. It could be anything. And then we can mash it up and then see what comes out.
You should see what let's see what the viewers say for the topic of A. And then we should pick 5.
Okay. If we do that,
he's like, I don't know about that one.
No. I feel like if we do that, then it won't be as sporadic because now it's like we're planning to. Because, you know.
True.
Right.
There's so many topics that you can cover. Okay? True.
Now, if we say, okay, we're going to talk about this 5, then...
But they won't know. But they won't know which 5 we picked.
That's the point. So when they listen, they'll be like, oh, I did think I needed this A topic, you know? So I feel like it can definitely do that. And there are 26 letters. So that's 26 weeks of letters. Yeah, you guys are going to really use a dictionary for some of the words we find. Because
it will open people's minds. Like, oh, I didn't think about that.
Right.
For the alphabet.
Right. Like we could start A with affirmations and then drive it down. So yeah, now we got 9 more. So let's see what we got next week.
Okay. I'm down.
Me too. I'm down. Okay. Let's use this same Zoom link and we just log in. I think it's going to be every Saturday now for the next 26 weeks.
Every Saturday now, yeah, because on the weekend. Unless you want to do something like in the evening.
Right. Because also the weekends.
It can be a night podcast if you want on Fridays.
True.
You can do that or Thursdays.
I think.
During the week, if you want it during the week.
Let's do Thursday night.
Thursday night? Okay.
Yeah.
I can do that. So my time, I get off at 5 o'clock.
That's my 8 p.m. So we can do.
That's not a bad time to start.
Okay.
For a night podcast.
Okay.
At least I don't think so.
No, it's not bad. It's not bad. Okay. So yeah. So 5 o'clock your time, 8 p.m. my time. We can start a podcast and meet next week. That means next week Thursday for A.
Okay. So that means we gotta get this ball. We gotta pick something soon.
Yeah, we definitely do. Okay.
We got till Thursday. Well, I mean, Thursday we may pick it on the time of the show. Who knows?
Exactly. You never know. I'm gonna leave you with my number right now. I just put it in the chat box because guys will be like, "Oh, you're about to put your number on the podcast?" No. If you really want to get my number, just go to join the mailing list and you can be able to get that. But personally, that's my number, the one I just sent you, and we would definitely get this podcast running. So yeah, just send me a text message. I'll save it, and then yeah, you guys are about to get your alphabets running.
You're about to get your alphabets running.
Yeah, and we're starting with A too, Alicia. We're starting with A, so
I do know. Yes.
And then your last name is B, so it's like, you know what I'm saying?
I get things done. I'm always the first to be called. Either way.
Okay.
I wonder about that too when my last name changes. I'm like, oh shit.
It could stay the same letter. You never know. It happens to people.
Well,
oh man, I wish you guys could see her emotions and the emojis right now to the podcast. But very soon we're gonna have our video archives out so you guys can watch the exclusives and
watch the hilarious facial expressions I make.
Exactly.
Although I don't feel like they're very hilarious. I'm just kind of animated, just a little bit.
A bit.
That much.
Exactly, a tad bit.
Hair.
Right.
Like a hair.
Like a bunny tail.
A bunny tail. There you go. A bunny tail. Yes. Oh, I don't know if I want to be a bunny tail.
Oh. Why not?
Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I have to brainstorm with that brand and figure out what I want that to be.
Okay.
When I figure out what that's going to be, it will be a big announcement on what it's going to be.
Okay. I can help you with the branding, so we can just have to go off the podcast, and then I can help you, brand it out, see exactly what you're looking for, and then we can define it. Give it an avatar, pretty much.
I'm going to give it a thought. I'm going to pull my invisible chin hairs and think about it.
Okay. No problem.
I don't know what I want that brand to be. It's a good name. It's just such a good name that I'm like, I have to keep it. I just don't know.
It could be a game. It could be an app. It could be a story. It could be merch. It could be a product. You never know. People are like, have you heard about Bunny Tail 2.0 or Bunny Tail XV? You never know. Let's see how it goes. But we can definitely make it work.
An umbrella brand
for all of them. Okay, I see what you mean. Okay, yeah, that could be.
Okay.
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 Exactly.
Yes, it could be an umbrella brand. Maybe that's what it'll be. An umbrella brand. So that way it's not like a limit.
Right. There's no limit. Just, bunny tail. The tail is long, so just keep it running. Yeah.
Keep the bunny. The
bunny is going to keep it running. Exactly. It's a brainstorming session for sure.
You can't catch the bunny tail.
Right. You can't catch the bunny tail. Mm-hmm.
Try to catch that bunny tail and see how that works. Let me know.
Yeah, catch me outside.
Catch me outside. No. None of that. Never that.
Exactly. We don't condone violence. We don't condone stress. I mean, we like stress only when it's good stress.
I mean, you can catch me outside when it's actually time to go back outside. Just to go outside. To be outside.
Or like when the masks are off and everybody's back to normal.
Yeah. To see the outside. The sky is blue. Exactly. The trees are green.
Exactly. But yeah, this has been a great time, and I appreciate you for joining the Playroom. Thank you so much for
thank you for having
being
me.
Here.
I had a good time. I had a fun time talking and being random, because that's what I do.
Perfect.
Alicia, that's what I do.
That's what I do. Shout out. All right then. Enjoy your weekend.
I will.
Is there anything you want to tell them before you meet them next week?
Be ready for the A's. Be ready for those A's. And be ready for some interesting topics, some random topics, because that's what I do. And that's it.
That's
I guess
it.
I'm out on that one.
You're out.
Out.
Alicia out.
And that's the new slogan. That's what I do.
That's what I do. Exactly. Thank you so much. All right then, enjoy yourself, enjoy your weekend, stay safe. I know you guys are getting back in the lockdown phase and everything, but stay positive, stay happy.
Oh, I'm about to decorate the mess out of this room. This room is going to probably look totally different. It won't just be a white wall.
By next week? Okay, no problem. We're going to see.
We going to see. We going to see.
We going to see.
I got to figure it out. I got some time.
You got a week to go, but you got enough time. Don't worry. There's no pressure.
Okay. All right. Well, like I said, I'm out.
Adios. Bye.
Bye.
You guys heard it first. Amazing podcast. You guys, we just keep going. We just keep learning. So if you guys want to stay tuned, stay tuned for the A's, and there's much more that's going to come your way. Okay? And I think this has been the longest podcast version on the We Don't Play station so far. Yeah, going into about an hour, 30 minutes. Yeah, you guys definitely know that there's a lot to talk about. That's why I give you the little doses and then the big chunks. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys actually took something from it. And also, if you want to rate this podcast, go to ratethispodcast.com/We Don't Play. I love you guys. God bless you. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. Happy December. And I'm going to see you guys next week. Same time, every time.